All right, welcome into Thursday, everyone. I'm Taylor Gattoni at the News 10 Plus Digital Desk. Thank you for joining us. Oh, and it says happening now. That should not be saying that. But we got a lot of things happening right now, like the 2024 Paris Olympics. We are looking at the gymnastics team right now. I see Suni Lee on the screen. So if you're taking a look at the Olympics, I'm sure you've had a lot of excitement watching it because there's been a lot of gold for Team USA, a lot of other medals as well. Silver and bronze were taken home, and of course all the other countries too that we are providing updates on during our Olympic Zone coverage. So you can find more coming up tonight 7:30 for our Olympic Zone coverage, but of course all day here on News 10 on our channel 10.1 you can find the Paris Olympics, and then on our different channels, which I'll show you right now, is where you can find News 10 Today at 11 and First at 4, the extended full hour-long newscast on our channel Heroes and Icons, which is channel 10.3. And then for News 10 at 5 and News 10 at 5:30, and don't forget about Jeopardy, those are on our Me TV channel on channel 10.2. So take note of those changes. I'm sure you have throughout this entire week watching us here on News 10 Today at 11, First at 4, News 10 at 5 and 5:30, and then one more time Jeopardy. And then again, something else I want to note is that Studio 10 has been at the end of News 10 Today at 11 and First at 4. So for anyone who has been looking for Studio 10 coverage, that is where you can stay up to date or tune in for their stories. Again, that is at the end of News 10 Today at 11 and First at 4, where you can catch more with Studio 10. And of course, their social media handles are a great way to stay connected with them. And their handle is WILX Studio 10. And if you want to sponsor or advertise with them, or if you have any ideas, you can email them at studio10@wilx.com. So just some little programming changes to keep note of here at News 10. We want you to find this flawlessly and not struggle, right, trying to find us. And something else that I want to show real quick is you can subscribe on our socials. Just showing you that real quick here. You've got YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Make sure you're checking that out. Again, you can subscribe on those channels to stay connected with us right here on News 10. But I do want to share what we have coming up today during our 90 minutes of news, so I'm going to pull that up. Again, Studio 10 is on News 10 Today at 11 and First at 4. So just pushing ahead of First at 4, you can watch Studio 10 and see what they have coming up later today. But you will see that on First at 4. And what you'll also see is what we have today coming up on Mid-Michigan Matters. And so we are speaking with a Health Sparrow family medicine physician, or medicine family physician, there we go, speaking on the push for physical exams. So the school year is getting started here. I know there's still summer left, kiddos, so don't worry about that. Parents, you probably don't want to mention the start of school, or maybe you are, you're getting them excited with back to school shopping. But know that we're talking about physical exams and the importance of this as your children, your students get ready for school activities, extracurriculars, making sure that their health is good to go, that there are no concerns regarding conditions that they may be experiencing health-wise. So we're going to share more on that coming up today on First at 4 during Mid-Michigan Matters. Make sure that you're tuning in to talk about the importance of physical exams, what they're looking for. I mean the doctors, physicians, are looking for as they're checking for your health or your child's health. And then coming up News 10 at 5, it was breaking news we brought you first on our News 10 app. 4 Americans have been released from Russian prison. Most notably, Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich and Michigan native Paul Whelan. But who are the other Americans that have been released? We'll have more on that coming up today on News 10 at 5. And then News 10 at 5:30, an interesting discovery made during a construction project in Traverse City, Officials say human bones were found, and they could be from a pre-modern era. So that is a very interesting find. You can hear more on how forensic experts plan to identify those bones. That's coming up News 10 at 5:30. And then News 10 at 6. Today, one Lansing family is marking what would have been a teen's 15th birthday with a call to put the guns down after the teen was shot and killed in May. Our very own Tanaya Jordan is at the rally, and we'll have more on Jaquez Moyoung's family on how they are remembering the teen and calling for justice. She'll have more on that today, News 10 at 6. So this is everything coming up during our 90 minutes today. Just make sure you're taking a look at that. We're going to get to Mars Anderson in just a little bit. But before heading to Mars, we're going to head over to Justin Kent. I'm trying to find your name here, Justin.
You can always put Justin Bradford. I don't mind.
Wait, there you are. That's true. One of the Justins.
Yeah, there
you have
go.
Justin Kent here. All right, what do you have coming up today?
So obviously we're covering the big breaking news of the prisoner exchange. This is the largest prisoner exchange that has taken place since the end of the Cold War. In fact, 26 people from 7 countries involved in this prisoner exchange. That, of course, is sending home Michigan native, Paul Whelan, our former Marine, back home. So that's going to be a big thing. 5 years he spent in the prison over there in Russia.
I know his sister had a few statements coming out too, and please bring him home.
Absolutely, yeah. We're going to be hearing from his sister. We're going to be hearing from the President of the United States as he sits there and talks about this prisoner exchange. It's a big story, obviously, so we're covering it from a lot of different angles, but we'll have more on that coming up at our 6 o'clock news. So, yeah.
All right, we'll look forward to that. Thank you, Justin. Yeah, and that was breaking news earlier today on News 10 Today at 11. So, like Justin says, it's a very big story. We're going to have more on that coming up, News 10 at 6. I do want to show our You're Not Alone mental health series, because as we're talking about the Olympics and, of course, talking about this prisoner swap and a lot of other big headlines here, we want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, you and your mental health. There's a lot going on, whether that's causing you stress, anxiety, depression, which can lead to addiction, substance abuse, gambling. And it could just put you in a rough place, right? Facing all of those challenges. Know that you're not alone. There are resources out there for you to seek help. And that help is connecting you to those mental health care professionals who can provide you guidance. They are there to listen to you and provide you any support that you are looking for to improve your emotional well-being. So know that those resources are out there for you. All you have to do is scan that QR code that's on your screen, and you'll be able to find more information into those mental health care professionals, and also just into any resources you may need. Some of those resources include counseling, therapy, that could be behavioral, psychology, anything of the sort to improve your emotional well-being. Know that there are different different areas of therapy that can help you. It's not one size fits all. It may take, different therapists. It could take different things. So just know that you're not alone, and those resources are out there for you, and find the best one that is going to serve you. And of course, you may get connected to one mental health care professional, and then, find someone else and get the guidance through that professional. And hey, is it really you that I want to talk to, or do I want to speak with someone else who can really improve and enhance my growth to improve your mental health? So know that those resources, again, are out there for you. You can head to our website, WILX.com. And here throughout News 10, throughout the month and throughout the year, we're going to be airing stories from mental health care professionals on why it's so important to take that first step, to seek help when you're ready to do so. I know it can be challenging to feel ready and open up to yourself that, hey, it's time to go find that help. But also sharing stories from community members on their own mental health journey and how it was hard to take that first step. It's challenging to say to yourself, hey, I'm not good. I'm not okay. I actually need someone to help me. And so you can find those resources. And I know therapy and mental health care, that can be costly. So just know there are other resources out there for you, whether that's through insurance, whether that's through free therapy as well. There are those resources to get you the help that you need. I'll show it one more time just in case. Oh, excuse me, hit the wrong button there. But yes, one more time, if you do need any of those resources, that is on your screen. I do also want to share how you can find our First Alert forecast. Of course, you're seeing some of the big headlines here, what's trending now on our website, WILX.com. I'm going to click on First Alert Weather on the top bar here, a little banner with First Alert Weather. You're going to see that Darren updated it, but I will assure you that Colton Sikoracki is in. He is filling in for Andy Provenzano for First at 4 and our 90 minutes of news. So you'll be able to see Colton Sikoracki later on today, again, for First at 4. In the meantime, here's what Darren Rockwell has listed out, detailed, very detailed for today. And not just today, but even here through the weekend. So he talks about that. He talks about a mix of clouds and sun expected this afternoon. And then he says after 2 p.m., so right, it's about 2:15 right now, scattered showers and thunderstorms will pass at times. Widespread severe weather is not expected this afternoon tonight, but you can have a few storms and gusty winds and heavy rainfall. So if you have anything outside, if you have any plans tonight, just prepare for that. And you can always download the First Alert Weather app for more details. Something kind of similar to the First Alert Weather app here on this website is that you can enter in your zip code, right, because it says Lansing. So obviously if you're in Jackson, Hillsdale, anywhere else, this is not as accurate for you. So make sure that you're changing it to your zip code, just like on the First Alert Weather app, where you can click on the Follow Me feature, or put in any other location that you want to see what the forecast is like in that area. You're more than welcome to do so. Right, you have the flexibility at your fingertips, so feel free. You can check out the hourly, the 3-day, which brings you into the weekend, part of it, and your 10-day forecast. And then if you just want the weekend, there you go as well. We got those thunderstorms to look out for on Friday. And then we have a pretty nice weekend. It's still going to be hot, but hey, hopefully that humidity drops for us. I am going to show a future radar, and we're going to take a look at that real quick to see any rain chances moving across mid-Michigan later today. Like Darren detailed in his forecast, you're seeing that pop up right there. So again, let's see what the timestamp is at the bottom here when those showers pop up. All right, we're seeing around 7, 8 o'clock, possibly, 9 o'clock, you're going to have more of those rain showers. But yeah, around 7, it's looking like we may have some storms across the Lansing area. And then, heading into Jackson, you may have some of those storms as well. So just keep an eye on that. Of course, again, you can always download the First Alert Weather app for free off of Google Play and the Apple App Store. You're going to get things like your hour-by-hour forecasts or temperatures. You're going to get radar, like I just showed you. You're going to get your satellite. You're going to get the video updates from our meteorologists. That way, it's like they're talking with you, and it's like, hey, how's it going? And they're going to give you the forecast. And so anything else that you may need on there, great tool to have on your phone to plan ahead and prepare for that weather. Something else you can have, because it's construction season in Michigan with all those orange barrels, you'll be able to also get traffic alert updates in case of any accidents, road closures, or anything happening in the construction zones. Great tool to have on your phone, because I know a lot of us get frustrated with all of the construction. So just have that on your phone. Hopefully that smooths out your drive. But yeah, First Alert Weather app, great tool to have on your phone. One last thing I'm going to note is, again, those programming changes in case anybody needs them. And then I'm going to give a few live looks across mid-Michigan, because I know it's hot and humid. We're going to be getting better temperatures into the weekend, but we got to hold on tight, fasten your seatbelt, and just embrace what we're going to be expecting with the heat and humidity and those hazy skies from the wildfire smoke up in Canada. So one more time, those programming changes. News 10 today at 11 and First at 4 are an hour-long newscast with Studio 10 at the end of the newscast. You can catch that on our Heroes and Icons channel on 10.3. And then News 10 at 5 and 5:30, as well as Jeopardy, are on our Me TV channel. That is channel 10.2. So make sure you're tuning in. And of course, we're going to have all your local news, your breaking news, national news, anything else that you may need to know that are top headlines happening across the earth, really, right? Or across the earth, because we're all the way talking about the Paris Olympics, so we're across the world as well. But giving you a live look over downtown Lansing, looking at the state capitol right now, you are seeing those, hazy skies, as we talked about, the wildfire smoke. So just keep an eye on that, throughout the day. If you're not seeing the sunshine and blue skies, it's because of that, the wildfire smoke. Now we're going to take a live look over downtown Jackson. Kind of same thing over there. You're not seeing as many of the big puffy clouds, but that could just be because of the camera angle that we're taking a look at right now. I'm now going to show you Delta Township, which looks a little bit brighter based on this Skycam's view. Traffic seems to be moving along just fine, but yeah, you were seeing those cars and vehicles out on the roadway. We're also going to show you Michigan State University, because there was a lot of big headlines with Mel Tucker earlier today as well, suing the university again for defamation and other things as well. Oh, we're seeing a wasp, it looks like, going across MSU's screen. So taking a live look there, it's looking actually pretty vibrant on MSU's campus right now, even with the clouds. But, that could change throughout the day. So we're now going to take a live look at I-496. Oh, no, we are not going to take a look at I-496. It is looking real fuzzy right now. I'll show you Mason instead to give you a live look into that. Mason's looking pretty good over there. And then one more last live look, we'll take a look over US 127. If you plan on hitting the roads today, again, just watch out for those showers coming in later today. I'll show you that one more time. Again, those showers popping up around 6 to 9, we'll say that, around that time frame. But again, check in with First Alert meteorologist Colton Sikoracki as he gives you a more in-depth, accurate look. You don't want to hear it from me, you want to hear it from Colton. But yes, this is what you can expect outside over US 127. And then again, watch out for those showers and storms that are potential. We're expecting them, but who knows? I think it'll just be a quick little thing. You'll have to check in with Colton Sikoracki coming up during First at 4. and our 90 minutes of news. But that's everything we got going on today. We have gymnastics on right now, and we've got a lot of other sports that we're paying attention to here on News 10 to give you all of the updated information on the Olympics during our Olympic zone that is here on News 10. So make sure you're checking it out. They're on the floor right now doing incredible moves. I don't know how they do it, but they are Olympic athletes, so that's why. But yes, make sure you're tuning into us throughout the day here on News 10, and thank you for joining. Have a great day.